and countdown timer going on.
There we go. Because I was
Yes,
going to
folks, we
say
did that
that's
on
not the right screen.
It was at the time.
Mm.
We'll go with it. She's still shaking?
No, she seems to be calmed down.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just got notified we're live.
Okay.
Boop, boop, beep, beep, boop. All right, folks. Welcome to this week's episode of Late Night Craft Talk. Tonight we're going over nuclear fission. Yes, it is. Looking. Are we going over nuclear fission? What's our show tonight?
Oh, we're going over healthy eating ideas.
I thought we were doing Oppenheimer tonight.
No, that's not tonight.
When's that come out on video?
There's also a pop quiz at the end of the show.
Yes, there is.
Yes, and James, you're going to be the testee.
Yes. Did you put together the pop quiz?
What pop quiz?
Good, because I was thinking, we can just wing it. Anyway, we have been recording videos this week to show you healthy appetizers, healthy Thanksgiving dishes, and healthiness too. Mm-hmm. That's a new term I just made up.
Yes.
All right, we don't have Maya yet.
That's interesting.
I'm gonna look and see if we're live. I'm gonna double check our feed. We usually get a few people by now.
I know, right?
Yeah. Did it rain in Escondido this afternoon?
Yeah.
We got a little bit of rain this evening, just a little while ago. A friend of mine's borrowing a tent, and I just gave him one of my low-end ones. It's like cheapy, and he just needed something. He's looking at a Girl Scout troop tonight over a place called Lakeaway Reed County Park over by Thermo, La Quinta. And then I walked out and went, it's raining. Oh, no. And I texted him, and I went, dude, let me know if you needed another tent. He texted back a few minutes ago, goes, it just says, it's not leaking yet. So far, we're good. We just have that one little rain tonight, so we're good. All right. Checking our feed.
I see it's live.
Okay. You looking at Dancing Bear?
Yeah, it's live on Dancing Bear. It's live on the Dancing Bear Facebook group.
Okay. And yeah, we're live right now on Elk Rack. Okay. We're there. Oh, we got some people watching. Is one of them Maya? Hey, you going to be eating any what you cooked this week for the show?
Actually, I already did. We already ate all of it. It's all gone.
Oh, no. Same thing. I record one video and then it's like, oh, wait, the footage was bad and I already ate the stuff. So I'm like, well, we'll talk about it. Got a little technical difficulties with that. Anyway, eating episode because I'm eating right now. I'm eating granola, chocolate granola. 6 minutes, 57 seconds to go. Do we have any fun Thanksgiving quizzes to go over? I'm going to look up Thanksgiving fun facts. And I also, sharing is caring. I got to do that right quick.
Yeah, I'm working on sharing. I'm sharing on all kinds of people's places.
Got it.
Yes. Let's see.
I'm sharing.
Maya, I can't believe she's not even here yet. That's pretty bad.
Maya, you're going to get the look.
Yes, you are. I think it's been too late. You're too late right now. Come on, Maya.
Come on.
5 minutes late.
How are you supposed to be El Presidente, the Frya Ninja Monster Hunter Squad?
Yeah.
And shared.
I shared too.
I shared it too. 3.
A lot of people. I shared it and tagged a ton of people.
A ton?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of people. All right, I'm looking up Thanksgiving fun facts. The first Thanksgiving was
look up Thanksgiving fun facts, and I'm gonna get snacks and stuff.
Okay. All right, let me look it up here. Something that's going to be innocuous, not something's going to get anybody's going to take weird. Okay, turkey wasn't on the menu at the first Thanksgiving. Venison, duck, goose, oysters, lobster, eel, fish were likely served alongside pumpkins and cranberries. I wonder if there's any fry bread. Okay. Here's a Thanksgiving fun fact. Abraham Lincoln proclaimed Thanksgiving a national holiday October 3rd, 1863. Sarah Josepha Hale, the woman who wrote Mary Had a Little Lamb, convinced Lincoln to make Thanksgiving a national holiday after writing letters for only only.
Writing lovers. What?
17 years.
Writing lovers.
Writing letters.
Lovers. You said
Letters.
lovers.
I don't think she was lovers with Lincoln. Yeah, but she wrote for 17 years. Was Lincoln president for 17 years?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Probably against the whole.
Got it. All right, here we got another one. The history of U.S. presidents pardoning turkeys is patchy. Harry Truman is often credited with being the first president to pardon a turkey, but that's not quite true. He was the first president to receive a ceremonial turkey from the National Turkey Federation, and he had it for dinner. John F. Kennedy was the first president to let a Thanksgiving turkey go, followed by Richard Nixon, who sent his turkey to a petting zoo. George H.W. Bush is the president who formalized the turkey pardoning tradition in 1989. I know that, and that's kind of recent if you're born in the 70s, like some people not. Oh, look who's here. When Savia gets back.
Is Maya?
Sorry, having problems with my cell. Maya's in the house.
Maya.
Absolutely. You're all wondering why Savia's off in the kind of a distance. It's because she's getting snacks. Healthy snacks.
Please.
Yep, Maya's asking right now. She's wanting to know from everybody, how is my late night craft talk family tonight? Happy as Friday. I thought it was Friday. Okay. All right. Let's look at another fun Thanksgiving thing here. There are 4 towns in the United States named Turkey. They can be found in Arizona, Texas, Louisiana, and North Carolina.
Turkey.
If there was a state named Turkey, it would be Turkey.
Turkey.
Turkey. All right. The average number of calories consumed on Thanksgiving is 4,500. Holy cow. I'm not making a Buddhist comparison. Butterball answers more than 100,000 turkey cooking questions via their Butterball Turkey hotline each November and December. Did you know that?
No. What'd you say? It's kind of busy.
I see how important you are. Important you are about the show.
Dogs.
We're doing a healthy eating episode just in time because we're doing an intervention to Maya. Look at that. Maya, you need an intervention.
Oh.
And the look.
No, she doesn't need a look.
Nope, she just needs to know about healthy eating. Oh, it's gonna be cool tonight. All right, minute and
So
45.
all I have to say is Maya, my advice to you is that you should think if you want a hamburger, if you're going to eat a double cheeseburger, eat half.
Yes. Good suggestion.
And
yes, she's here.
Joya!
He wants me to know about the avocado fries. Oh, it is a win-win-win. Believe me.
Joya, she knows some of my secrets.
I know.
She knows some of my healthy eating secrets.
Okay. The avocado fries it's cool. I found the recipe a few days ago, made them for the first time actually this evening. I've got some left over when I eat during the show. Mm-hmm. They are the bomb. It is good.
That's good.
All right. Maya says, great advice, and I will put that into action.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Were you ready for countdown?
My gosh, it's coming up already.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Well, we have 40 seconds left.
I know, but we got to be prepared.
No, here we go. And I look down, it's like 47 seconds.
No, hurry up and wait. What are you eating? Is that a healthy cookie?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Chocolate chip, 0 sugar, indulgent cookies. I ate that part. All right. Get ready for countdown. Here, folks. You ready to count down with us? And I was looking at a message. 10,
9,
8,
7,
6,
5,
4,
3,
2,
1. Let's start.
And showtime. It's time for Late Night Craft Talk with hosts Savea Kamori Yang and James Hermes. Let's get the fun started. It's time to start the show. We are here.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing this fine evening? I'm working on my brand.
You working on the brand?
Yeah, I'm working on.
There we go.
There
now
we
we're
go.
official, and I'm on the correct side. How'd that happen? Okay.
You got locked out. You came back.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I had to log out earlier, folks. And we usually meet about 9:30, and we go over this layout for the show and stuff. And I signed on, and I'm going. I don't know if it was Savea going or me going. But to come on, we both restarted computers, and then luckily everything's happening because we've already done one episode where it's like, "Hi, Savea, how you doing?"
Yeah. See, I'm trying to actually
do that.
Computer really quick because I'm like super not centered in the screen here.
Yeah, it's just thank goodness on one of those episodes where our video and sound is synced off by like 3 seconds.
Okay. All right. So, hey everyone, welcome to our show. If you haven't watched our show before, we do this show every week at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we do it to show you about stuff, talk about stuff. We talk about craft, we talk about all kinds of stuff because it's fun. But if you like this show, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channels, our Facebook pages, our Twitch channels, our social medias. We're both on Instagram. And come visit us at any of our shows we're at because we go to a lot of different shows. We have a store. James has a weekly venue he goes in Palm Springs every week. So there's lots of opportunities to come see us. We are here every day. So, hey, James, what's going on with All Correct Traders?
Well, think of what we talk about. We got a weekly art show we do every week. We want to make it accessible. People like looking at it and whatnot. I've done some lives from there. So let's go with the Elk Rack. Work on the website. We're hoping up to have second week of December. It's been a slow work in progress because you have to stock it, just like a store. And as a lot of you know, there's a company that we've used that has locked up our site. It's nuts. We're finally getting the end of the contract so we can get back online. But anyway, to get back. So last night we were at the Palm Springs Village Fest on the Strip, downtown Palm Springs. And I'm like, I want to knock out some lives people like it. And it's kind of fun to share with the event. So I do a live on the business Facebook page, and let me cue it up. It's it's pretty cool. So let me get it up here right quick. All right, so this is our live. There we are. There's my booth. You can see my mom right there. Not like people not the video, but here we are. See, we got some people looking. It's a nice crowd. It was a fun night last night. Great crowd. But this is what it looks like live on our Facebook. So pretty cool. Then I decided I'm going to go ahead and go live on my personal Facebook. Just have a little fun. There's a risk to going live out in the general public where you're out essentially in the wild. So for one, Facebook for some reason would only let me do it in portrait, not landscape. Yeah.
Can you please mute your phone?
But I want to know when people say hi.
But you should probably turn it on.
There. Savea. What if the president calls me?
You can see on your phone. You don't have to hear it. You can see it saying president is calling.
Yeah, because I wonder what it looks like with the caller ID when the president calls you. And honestly, I'd be afraid when he calls me. Okay.
It should be.
I should.
If the president's calling you, then you probably should be afraid.
Would you be?
Well, you should be afraid.
Yeah, probably. I want to save the world again. All right. So we go live for some reason no big deal, but Facebook says you only support portrait, not landscape. So we go live and then this happens. We've been live for a couple minutes and then praise the Lord something a couple times. It sounds like her. It went silent for a reason. No, that's something different. It went silent for a reason. That's not normal. And then it went silent for another reason. Well, there was that one. So that's the risk of going live. And my phone's still playing the sound for some reason. Okay, we're good. All right. That's the risk. And so I edited those, obviously that out, but she's going, and we're going, somebody's having a really bad night and a little cuckoo. And so, we got to watch it. We do our lives, but I've got to be ready to go mute and go, no, if something like that happens. And once in a great while, there's something that does, but usually everything's awesome, but got to watch it. Thank goodness that having the personal, not the business.
Well, I mean, if it happens, I think that generally, I think people who are understandable, they understand that that can happen. And I don't think they would crucify you and slap SEC fines on you for having.
No, but we'd like to have a better image of professionals. In which way, right quick, I just got to say howdy. Hey, Craig Mahora. Glad you're watching tonight, man. Miss you, dude. Sorry you couldn't make the green. This is a conversation I had with a friend of mine up in Canada. And yes, Vice President of Taco Stand calling. Our audience knows what Taco Stand is, of course.
But if the president is calling, the U.S. president is calling you, you better be concerned.
As the president of Taco Stand, I go, what do you want? You have nothing we need, nothing to offer us other than good Marvel series and Star Trek episodes and occasionally Star Wars. But Ahsoka's really good. But that's what I would do. If it was the vice president of Taco Stand, I would be going, hey, need more tacos. So that's what's going on with Elk Rack and our fun little adventure last night. Savannah, what's going on with Dancing Bear Indian Trader?
So we're getting ready for Indio Powwow. So that's coming up. So if you do have any orders that you want to bring to the powwow, make sure to get your orders in advance so that you can get fresh pick of whatever inventory we have. I keep saying this, and some people are really smart and they catch me up on the offer, and they are so happy when they come because the color they want's gone or they get exactly what they're looking for. Okay, so please, if you can, place your orders in advance if you know what you need. Okay. The other thing is next week we're going to have a special promotion happening on our website, and it's basically going to be like a mega deal. I can't really tell you what it is because I'm not going to be able to announce it till next week. But basically, it's only going to be available for a very short amount of time, and it's going to be like a mega deal. And we want everyone to know about it. So basically, you gotta tune into our social media on, I think Wednesday. I'm gonna announce it because I don't want to do that on Thursday because I know a lot of people will be busy. So definitely, there's some really cool, awesome things happening next week besides Indio Powwow on our website. So definitely. You want to keep an eye out for that, okay? Then remember, we have our drum class that we're going to have with James in January at our store. So if you want to learn how to make an elk rawhide drum, it is a very fun class. James is very entertaining, and I'm sure that you will probably really come away with a very great experience, and you'll learn how to make a drum, and you'll leave with a drum. It's a lot of fun. So I really recommend that. And I think that's about
December 20th is a drum class.
Wait, January 20th.
January 20th. I was paying attention. At least you were paying more attention.
I know. You're just checking to see if I know what date it was. I know.
Totally.
Yes.
Because I've actually looked at the date and I went, oh, it's January 20th. And I go, December?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the reason why my jacket looks weird, I don't know if you can tell.
Your jacket looks weird.
Princess Leia is in my jacket. So I don't know what happened this evening. Leia, let me see your face. She's holding her face down.
Okay.
Put your face up. Put your face up.
We have people waiting for show.
She's right here in my jacket, and she was acting really weird when I came home. She was shaking, and I think she just maybe really missed me, or she was cold. One of the two.
Got it. Okay. Where's the drum class being held at? At the shop at Dancing Bear Indian Trader in Escondido.
Yes. So if you want to take the class, it's a really cool class. I believe it's 154.50 with tax because you're paying tax for the kit. If you were going to make this drum, you will pay over $200 for the same drum that you can learn how to make. So it is basically a great deal. You're going to get a discounted price on the drum, and you're going to learn how to make it. So you're basically going to go away with a really awesome drum that sounds really nice, and you're going to have a great experience too.
We're entertaining together. I got a neat story from last night that relates to this. It's along the same theme. You know, people look at their drum and they'd be think, well, it'd be nice to have this drum this guy made, but you know, the drum you make is so much more personal. It may not be fancy weave or braid or anything like that, or paint job on the drum head or anything, but it's the one you made. I had a lady last night, and she's looking at some dream catchers. She goes, "This is so pretty. I made one, but you know, it's okay, but it's not pretty like yours." I went, "No. Here's what I think. I think you made a dream catcher, and you look at mine. Yeah, mine are pretty, but yours is better because you made it." And she goes, "Oh yeah," and her husband goes, "Yeah, because it's honestly the way I feel about it. Yeah, it doesn't have to be high end, but it comes from you, and it's your best, your moment. That's something to be proud of right there." And I try to convey that in the drum making class. So I just think it was just when you said that, reminded me, and I think it was just a nice thing to share right there.
It is. It's a great thing. You're gonna have your own drum, and I know what James is talking about because it's funny when people are like, "Oh, can I buy the drum in the case?" I'm like, "Well, it's really not for sale. It's my drum," and it says my. So what James does in all his classes, which are really nice, is he actually asks everyone to kind of write like a personal mantra or something very personal inside on the inside of the rim. And so mine says, always do the best that you can do. And that's how I always kind of approach things. I always try to do the best job that I can do.
Yeah.
And kind of a cool, always strive to do the best that you can do. That's kind of my personal mantra. And so I don't really write it down a lot, but it's just kind of something that I don't really think about too much, but I always I live by that. So
you gave me kind of a reflective mood at the moment right now, because like when I'm going to be, folks, when I'm going to be on the river next week, usually I'm during Thanksgiving, and I'm bringing the river drum, which is the one I made, which I introduced, and I showed our show that I made back on the Green River September last year, and I'm taking it because I want to practice some hand drum songs on it, and just kind of neat. And I think it was worth sharing with Craig Mahur because he was there when I actually was on my trip when I made the river drum. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting to haul it because I've got this big dry bag just for this drum with a carry case, and it straps right behind me on the deck of the kayak. And I'm like, wonder how many people also go down on these long trips carrying a hand drum right behind them on a kayak. Not a novelty to me, but it is a novelty to a lot of other people, and still different for me too. All right. We ready for eating? Are you hungry?
Oh, let's talk about food.
Oh, yes. Healthy food. Okay. We want to go back and forth on this one. We want to start our videos first.
Let's ask our audience.
Audience, do you want us to show our videos? Because we've each recorded one video, recording with Savannah making a main dish and me making a side dish. Let us know what you want to see, which one first. Because we've also got some recipes we're going to share live, not just the videos. We want to throw you about 4 or 5 recipes tonight and go over the pros, cons with them. Let us know what you want to see first.
Yeah.
And we're going to wait a comment.
So we have a lot of really good, ideas on, and for those of you who don't know or haven't watched the show for a while, James and I both have gone through major health eating we've gone through major diet changes and major trying to approach eating better or differently. And so there's a lot of things that have happened with us personally. So we've been going through a lot, and this is kind of a fun thing. Oh, well, hey, I like that. So in Japan, it's called Jankenpoi. Same thing, paper, rock, scissors.
Okay.
Ready, James?
Let's do paper, rock, scissors.
1, 2, 3. Oh, you didn't even. Okay. On 3.
I did rock. I did rock. What
On 3,
are you doing upset? I did. I went like this.
No. And I said 3. On 3, you have to show it. You can't
I
just.
did. It's a rock.
No. Okay. On 3, you have to do.
Somebody can't take losing very well.
Okay. See, Maya says redo. Redo.
Redo. We'll do a redo because somebody can't take losing very well. All right. Here we go.
1, 2, 3. See, you're not.
I did a rock again. What the? I honestly don't get it.
Okay. Do you guys see what I'm saying?
I don't see what she's doing. It's going down according to what I see on the camera. I'm doing it at the same time.
You're not even putting you're like 1, 2, 3, and you're like 3, and you're like.
Well, you know, sometimes there's a weird delay with this. Let's try it again.
No, let's don't do this way. Okay, so
you lost twice, and all of a sudden you got to change it again.
Joya's like, see, Joya, she's like, cheater.
Seriously, how am I cheating? I'm doing this. I see you going. I'm going like this too. And it's a rock. You were scissors twice.
Another one, cheater.
Right, Craig's. Let's remember, this is another episode. We need to get to the game because Craig is hungry.
Okay, let's show mine first.
Okay, all right. The video.
Yes. So I'll intro it, you guys. So I came up with a veggie lasagna, and it has cheese, and it has zucchini, and it has tomato sauce, like some kind of pasta sauce, and cheese. So if you're looking for an item that is low fat, I'm sorry, this is not what that would be. It is a low carb entree. So a lot of people don't realize this, but you can use zucchini in place of pasta. So people will often use a spiralizer, so they cut it so that it's in like a noodle, and it's zucchini, and it has the texture of noodles, but it is a vegetable, so you're not eating pasta, which is really heavy on carbs. But you have like the tomato sauce, and you can do the cheese, and you can do the garlic and the onions, and you can put the cheese. I mean, so all of that together, a lot of people don't realize that that's something you can do. So I came up with my own version of my own veggie lasagna.
Okay, let's play it, folks. Savea's veggie lasagna. Sorry.
So you're going to saute the onions and garlic just so that it's soft, because if you leave them inside the casserole dish uncooked, raw, they will be very crunchy inside the casserole. So I'm going to cook these till the eggs I'm going to cook them till they get a little more transparent, so they're a little more cooked. So then when they go in there, they're not going to be hard. That's the plan. I use the Bertelli organic from Costco and zucchini, and I sliced it up and I made layers. And you can see I sliced them the same way. I used ricotta, and I mixed in here an egg. So it makes it a little bit more easy to manage, because this, if you look at ricotta, it's so thick. So it's with the egg in there. And then I put in the slices of zucchini with some Parmesan, and I put a layer of this sauce underneath. So I just smeared some of the ricotta. I just used it to kind of flatten it out a little bit. And then I have some onions and garlic that I kind of already pre-prepared. I'm gonna put a little layer of this here. As you can see, so as you can see, I spread the onions on there. So it's a nice layer, and I'm gonna put a layer of cheese here. So I mean, you can do these layers however you want to do them. I'm just kind of experimenting, but this is definitely going to be a low carb, more of a protein little casserole dish. It's kind of like a lasagna because I'm using instead of using pasta, I'm actually using slices of zucchini in place. And this isn't that deep of a dish, so I don't want to do too thick of layers. I mean, we love cheese, but I'm gonna do this layer here, and I'm gonna add some more sauce. I'm gonna add some more zucchini, and then I'm gonna put cheese on top. So there's the last layer of zucchini. I'm gonna put cheese on it, on top of it, and a little bit of sauce. But you basically will have some extra, so you can actually stir that up and cook that, or maybe make another bit of lasagna casserole for the next night. So this is making a 9x9 square pan. And like I said, you don't want to bake it you don't make it too thick because you don't want to bubble over in the toaster oven or your oven. Okay, so I'm doing this at 375 for 20 minutes. I'll check it in 20 minutes to see if it needs to be cooked longer because I don't really know. But this is the final layer. I added another layer of ricotta and sauce and cheese and Parmesan. And so I have two layers of zucchini, uncooked, and then I put pre-cooked onions and garlic. I put lots of garlic. This should be really good. We'll see. So I'm going to do a variation of this pasta that I have baking in here. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cook chicken. I'm going to cook this chicken breast, and actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook it on the outside right now so that it's cooked, and then when it's partially cooked I'm going to chop it up so that, sorry, my phone cord's caught. I'm going to chop it up so it's a little more cooked so I'm not cutting raw meat on my cutting board. And then I mixed the ricotta that was left over with the egg. I put in the extra sauce and mixed it together so it's almost like a pink sauce. I need to cook that before I eat it because there's raw egg in there. And then I was going to cook it with the zucchini, so then it's almost like the same stuff that's in there. And I was going to put some Parmesan cheese, and I was going to put some mozzarella in. So there's some different variations you can do with this, but this is all very low carb. So I cooked this for about 6 minutes after I kind of seared the chicken. It basically created this like kind of nice little stuff that you would find inside a lasagna, right? And it's in the pan. It's nice and hot. I turned the fire off. Then what I was going to do, just to make it extra snazzy, put some cheese on it because hello, cheese, right? I'm just going to put cheese on the top of this. So if you want to just do it as a pan, you can put it into a different pan. Or, you know, I'm just going to put this like this, and by the time it's cooled down a little bit, it will melt to the cheese. And I'm doing a video. Just putting a little bit of cheese here.
Why, you're doing it in here instead?
No, I'm doing both. I'm doing two options.
Oh.
Of course, Dan is calling me while I'm trying to do this. So basically, you know, if you let this sit for a little, if you want to just take the heat off and put the cover on, it will basically make the cheese melt, and then you can enjoy it a little bit. Just took it out right now, and you can see it's still boiling. You're definitely going to want to wait for this to cool. And then one of the things you could do, I cooked it for 375 for 20 minutes because there's no meat in here. I did that. If you're gonna and everything's cooked, the only thing that needed to heat up was the zucchini. So I'm pretty sure this is done. Dan recommends, and you can see there's a little bit of a crust on here from the mozzarella. And pretty much, I put this foil down just in case it boiled over, but it looks pretty good. If you look on the side, there's your layers. It's really good. Excited to try this. If you look here, I just took the lid off and it's all melty in there. So if I was to take a scoop of this, can see it's like stretchy. Look at that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Very cool. Enjoy.
That looked good. That looked real good. Was it as good as it looked?
Yes. Okay. So I have to tell you really funny. So my mom walks in, like I'm recording them, and she's like, "Smells like pizza in here." I don't know if you guys heard her. And then I'm doing the video. Dan calls me, of course, while I'm doing the video. And then after that, well, I'm still recording the video. My mom's like, "The owls in the Norfolk pine."
I saw Chris's reflection in the pan lid right there.
He was like totally like, this looks good. So I'm just telling you guys, we ate all of that. It was, I think that Mom and I ate half of it the first night. And then we ate the second night. We ate the rest of it. It was really good. So the cheese that I used in there was Parmesan, ricotta, and mozzarella. And originally I said in the video I was going to cook it for 20 minutes. I think that, and I picked that background. It looked good on my phone, but that background that had words was kind of hard to see. I do recommend cooking it longer because the zucchini was a little hard. So it's probably about 45 minutes. And then what I would do is I would cover the pan while it's baking for like the first like 30 minutes, because if you don't do that, the top of the cheese will burn a bit. So you definitely want to cover it with foil just to protect the cheese from burning. Okay. But it was really good. I mean, low carb. You can put other vegetables in. I know that people put in broccoli into veggie lasagna. They put in, you can put yellow squash into it.
I was just thinking yellow squash would be good with that.
Yeah. I mean, you want to pick a kind of a real kind of bland, not really strong flavored vegetable, because you don't want to change the, you know what I did, Maya? I just cut it in half and just went, you can actually cut into smaller pieces too. Like cut it in half and half. So it's like long zucchini, cut in half, then cut it in half again. So your piece is only like, it's only like this, it's only about 4 inches. Then you can cut it. I just kind of went like this. But it definitely was super yummy. We ate it all really quickly. The chicken tastes really good in there. So if you wanted to add protein, chicken breast will add really good protein to it. Anyway, that was my suggestion, where you can make it into an entree for your meal. But if you wanted to make it as a side, like you could make it with veggies and you could cook like a chicken breast, or you could cook it chicken inside it. Just depends on what you want to do.
Totally. You're looking forward to that. So my turn?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, video this one. Okay. Some people are tuning in just because they want to know what the heck avocado fries are. We're going to share that now. It's something that requires an air fryer. And this is something that's actually very good as a appetizer before Thanksgiving or at the beginning of Thanksgiving dinner. And we wanted to look for something new to share with y'all. And this is what Savannah and I have are both definitely new. Well, yes, ma'am.
I wanted to say really quick, if you guys don't have an air fryer, you can use a toaster oven. A toaster oven is basically an air fryer without a fan. So if you have a toaster oven that has a convection option, it's kind of similar to an air fryer, just so you know.
Yeah, matter of fact, you can find a lot of instructions on the internet on how to use the oven on the air fryer, YouTube videos that if you're a little bit nervous about that. Okay, so we got the recipe a couple days ago on the internet. We actually just experimented and did this for the first time this evening, and this is how it went. So let me cue up the video right quick, and we'll be talking over it. Here we go. Avocado fries. So this is what it's going to look like when we get done. We just made about 6 of them initially, and then made another bigger batch later. This is the recipes you're going to use between the all-purpose flour, large eggs, panko breadcrumbs, everything bagel seasoning. I didn't even know that existed until this evening. white or black. You can actually do black and white, or black or white sesame seeds. Ripe avocados, you're going to want to have them, pit them, stuff like that, obviously, and do slices. Cream cheese, tablespoon of water, wedges for, and some lime wedges for serving. Now, here's the lineup. So that's where we have everything laid out right there between, we put in the sesame seed right there with the other stuff, and then mix it all together. I'm following notes on this one. Okay, see where we put all that together. And that'll be the first thing that we actually dip the avocado slices into. Well, third thing. First, we start off with the all-purpose flour. Kick it on there, shake the extra off, dip it in the eggs, 2 eggs, beat it right there. And then we dip it right there. And you can see we're already done one right there. And then we put it on the plate. And we did initially, I think, about 5 of those slices of the avocado. So we have it right there. And then I'm about to do the third one. And you want to lightly coat it. Now, there's the air fryer. You spray it with a little bit of cooking spray. If you've got avocado oil cooking spray, that's best. We didn't use that. It still came out just fine, but a real light coat. Put it in the air fryer. Then you put the slices in. We only did 5, so we can space them out as we want. But typically, you want to do one layer. You wanted to put them about a 1/4 inch apart. And you lay them in there even, real easy for us, just because, like I said, these are the first ones. A little bit more cooking spray on there. Pop it in the air fryer. Now, we don't remember, not deep fry. Don't do that. Air fryer, deep fry kills it. So we set it at 350, the air fryer, for about 4 minutes. What we're going to do is they're going to cook on one side for 4 minutes. If I get to 4, there's 4, and it's going. So after 4 minutes, it's going to jump here. So after 4 minutes, we take it out, and you can see them right there. What we're going to do is actually take some tongs. We're going to flip them over. As you can see right there, each one. I'm really, really super coordinating this video, flipping them over. But there we do it. And then once they're all flipped over, see my hairy arm. Okay.
It's Rob Williams, Harry.
Yeah. Okay. Can you use egg whites? If you want to try, I haven't did that. I just did it with the whole egg, Joy. I want to see your thing, your post. Okay. One more quick thing is cooking spray. Put it back in the air fryer for 350 for another minutes. So it's baking a whole of about 8 minutes on this. It also depends on how many you're making too. So you may want to go a little longer. We'll find out. So there we have it done. We take them out. We put them on I'm going to put them out on a plate right here that's just out of view of the camera. And the next step we go to is we go over and we get the cream cheese. And what we're going to do is we're going to zap that in the microwave for about 30 seconds to melt it. And 30 seconds. There we go. It's counting down. And then when it's finally done, we take out the cream cheese out from the microwave. This is where we add 1 tablespoon of water. And that's pure drinking water, straight from the tap. We put it in there, we mix it with the cream cheese, and then we go ahead and just whip it around together. I just happen to use a fork. It was working. And the bowl spoon, I couldn't hold the camera and whip it at the same time, so I had to stop the camera and do that. Now, what we do is we take the slices of avocado out of the fryer, out of the deep fryer, air fryer, excuse me. We add on, we put on, the dollop on that melted cream cheese.
Can you just dip the whole thing, like the entire thing, in cream cheese?
But if you want to put on like a tray and serve people, put it out there, you could do that. So that's what they look like finished. There's ways to dip it on there. I'm being rough because I'm trying to do this with one hand with a camera right there, plate moving around. Now, last part, take a slice of lime, squeeze it on each one of those avocado fries with that whipped cream, or cream cheese, excuse me, cream cheese. And that's what it looks like finished. Now, here is
First bite. First bite. What do you think?
I love it.
I like it too. This is good.
that actually was her first bite.
I'm gonna take one too.
And out of that batch, we made a bigger batch. I have right here the avocado fries. And I'm just going to just take a little bit of lemon right here, or lime, excuse me.
Right
Lime,
now.
squeeze it on there. And this, seriously, this is the bomb. This is really good. I'm going to take a bite. That is good.
So I don't know if you know this, but my friend has a Japanese restaurant down south
Mm-hmm.
in La Mesa, and it's called Konichiwa Sushi. So if you guys want to go, she has really good. This is a dish they actually serve. It's called fried avocado, or no, they call it avocado tempura.
Well,
And
this is America. We call it fries.
so this is
Deep
tempura, and they deep fry it, and they spray spicy mayo on it, or they squirt spicy mayo on it and puts the sesame seeds, and oh my god, it's so good.
It tells you, but you said they deep fry it.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of defeats right there the purpose of eating healthy.
I know.
The texture is, it's kind of got a fry texture, but it is definitely on an avocado. But I really like it. We're going to be doing this again.
I think
This is a win-win.
I think the texture of those fries would literally be like eating a slice of avocado. It's good. I don't think you would be disappointed.
Thank you, Joya. Let me know. Seriously, message me and let me know how it goes. Okay. That is our 2 recipes. We got more to share?
Well, not videos, but I have more to share in regards to ideas. On
Yeah, because we know these films so many in a busy week, and this is a busy week. Go for it. Your turn.
So, for appetizers, what you can do for parties, you can get these bags of carrots, put them in a tray. Okay. You can get celery, cut it in pieces. And one of my favorite go-tos, and I recently found out I'm allergic to it. I love onion dip. And so I have my sour cream. And I usually, okay, so this is a personal preference of mine. My friend said that she's concerned. She says she's always concerned about cholesterol, etc. So, I mean, yes, this is going to have cholesterol. It's not a low fat cholesterol, a low fat sour cream. But the thing is that with this, when I was on my weight loss program, I would eat celery and just dip a little bit into the sour cream with the onion dip. And it 100% solved my craving for chips, because the celery is it's 0 calories, and basically you're just eating a little bit of sour cream. But I ate a lot of celery when I would dip it in here, so it tastes like I was eating chips, and it's crispy and it's crunchy, and it has that onion flavor that the onion like Lay's chips have. So for me, I went crazy about this, and it was my way of getting through having a craving for wanting chips. And Thanksgiving, or Super Bowl parties or parties, there's always an opportunity to grab chips and dip. So like veggies and dip is an amazing solution. Celery is my favorite because you can dip celery in artichoke dip. You can dip celery in dip, like sour cream dip. You can dip it in guacamole. You can dip it in all kinds of things, and it doesn't. You'll taste the dip more than you taste the vegetable. And celery is such that the flavor of celery is so minimal compared to the dip. The other thing that I like to do, so for those of you people that know me, found out that I'm allergic to sulfates. I usually would get the onion dip that's by Lipton, and the last couple weeks I've been eating it, and I've been getting itchy at night, and I didn't realize until recently that I am allergic to it because there's sulfates in it. I didn't read the labels. I've been using the Lipton dip for years now, and I never had issues, but apparently I now have an issue. So make sure to read your ingredients. And I read the ingredients. It doesn't have a lot of good stuff in there, but the very top, it doesn't say sulfates, which the other one did, is the second ingredient. So this is a really great solution. You don't have to use all of the powder. You can use a bit hummus. Perfect. Wendy, you're right. You can dip celery in hummus. It is perfect for that. And hummus is actually low carb as well. Like if you're trying to do low carb, that's a really great thing. Celery and hummus is wonderful protein. Hummus is protein. The reason why I like eating regular sour cream, the reason why is you look right here. Look at the ingredients. You want to try to see if I can get to focus this.
They did well with the ingredients on the last one.
See how there's literally 3 things in here? Or 2 things. So the thing is that ultimately some of these basic ingredients have the least amount of ingredients, which is actually kind of better. When you go the low fat version of any of these things, it's going to have like 50 ingredients. So this 100%. And then Joya says, I automatically grab these for you at the powwow. So she's actually helped me at the powwow. She has stopped and gotten me vegetables and some dip. And for me, like I said, that's like a really great thing. Another thing is if you have a mega sweet tooth, there are a lot of sugar-free candies out there that I remember back in the day in the 80s. If you wanted sugar-free candy, all you could get were those sugar-free like hard candies. Like that's all they had. And I remember that being a kid going, that sucks. Why would you want to eat sugar-free? Like I didn't understand that whole process or that whole reasoning for it. But they have so many new sugar-free options now. It's amazing. Like this is one of my favorite brands for gummy bears. And they make a sugar-free version. This is sugar-free. These are like the sweetest or the softest, they're really smushy. Lots of they have 12 flavors. These are like amazing. And the brand, I'm going to show you this. These are nasty. Don't ever buy these. Just so you know, these are gross. I have to write them and tell them how terrible they are. These are supposed to be their version of Starburst. This brand, Russell Stover, makes really good sugar-free chocolate. I love it. It's like my favorite because I love chocolate. And this is a really great way to have the chocolate crave. You have to portion yourself. Do not just polish off the whole bag because that defeats the purpose, right? But if you really, really want some chocolate or something sweet, these sugar-free options are a really great way to kind of curb that for you. Another thing is that you can have nuts. So think about all these different things as like snacky things you can have. Ultimately, the best snack that you can have is vegetable because vegetables like carrots and celery, they're pretty much 0 calories. This may say this is 30 calories if you eat 5 servings. Okay. Oh no, wait, 3 ounces. This whole thing is 16. This is 8 servings. Okay. If you eat 8 servings of these carrots, okay, which would be 8 times 3, these 240 calories. 240 calories of carrots versus 240 calories of chips is totally a different amount of calorie. So you could have, 240 calories, you will have had a lot of fiber for your body, one. But so portions. Okay, so if you are at a party, you can tell yourself in advance that you are going to fill 1 plate and that's it. So for your dinner, you would take your plate and you would do half your plate, divide it. Half your plate is vegetables, like non-starchy, like broccoli, zucchini, yellow squash, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, like so non-starchy vegetables, half your plate. A quarter of your plate.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Today, mute your phone.
No, that wasn't my watch.
Mute your watch?
Yeah. So, okay. So a quarter of your plate would be a protein. So if you're going to have turkey, eat light meat. Eat the breast meat. Do not eat the dark meat. It is really high in fat. You want to try to, for proteins, like when you're actually eating chicken, beef, pork, whatever, you want to try to eat lean meat. So like polishing off a whole thing of is probably not the best thing because, you know, fat wise, it's kind of a lot. So when you're doing your food, if you're doing turkey, choose turkey breast and fill only a quarter of your plate. And a quarter of your plate, you can have potatoes, mashed potatoes. Ideally, you don't really want mashed potatoes because mashed potatoes have a whole bunch of butter in them. They have a whole bunch. So if you could have a roasted potato, that'd be really good because roasted potato is less processed. Actually, you're gonna laugh. Actually, let me go grab them. I'll show you. I think I'll grab it.
Okay, folks. While Savea's off grabbing that, I got nothing right now to do that because I'm just entrenched with what she's saying and sharing with us for recipes. But if you've got any of your favorite recipes, post them on there in the comments. Let us know what some of your favorite stuff is. And when we get done with the show, I will go back and I will post links to the website where I found the avocado fries and other stuff we can share. But let's do this.
Okay, so I went to the Japanese market. This is a Japanese sweet potato. It's not a yam, but what I did was I bought a whole bag of them, and I put them into my toaster oven for 30 minutes. I have to put this down because this is a bag of cooked ones. You're gonna laugh. So I put them in the toaster oven. I'm gonna open this for you so you can see it. So I put them in the toaster oven. See how they're smushy?
Yeah.
So this is ready to eat. Actually, I can throw it into the microwave and heat it for a minute. I made a whole bunch of them so I can grab it. I've been eating it for breakfast, but the skin peels away and you have this really yummy sweet potato inside.
Huh.
And it's delicious by itself, like super, super delicious. And there's a lot of good fiber in this. And it's also low fiber. And even though it's a sweet potato, it's still a different kind of sweet. It's not like actual sugar. So if you want something that's sweet, this is a really good thing to eat versus eating even the fake sugar stuff. So yeah, so this is something I've been doing for breakfast, and I've been super happy, and it's filling because it's a potato. The other thing I've been trying to do is I've been trying to eat a lot of fresh fruit, and sometimes I just don't have time to go and cut a whole bunch of fruit. Actually, it's called. Let me tell you the name of the actual variety of sweet potato. I put it in my calorie counter. So let's see here. Oh, it was in from yesterday. It is called, it just says Japanese sweet potato.
Okay, folks, like while she's looking that up, let us know if you have any recipes that you'd like to share. Post a link in the comments, and we'll be posting some stuff. We'll be posting some recipes also that we haven't been able to get to this show, and we'll do that. Yeah, we got something from Wendy right here that's worth sharing. Black bean brownies by Chocolate Covered Katie. Or Chicolet Covered Katie.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it got my interest.
This is what it's called, the Japanese potato.
It's sweet vegetable.
It's Satsumaimo. So you can see how I have it pronounced on the.
Yes.
That's it.
It's not coming out, but maybe you type it out in the comments. Oh, we kind of see it.
My problem is, for some reason, I don't know why on my computer. Oh, wait a second. I know why. I was like, I can't. Let me see if I can do it now. There we go. Let me put it on there. It was Satsu Su.
Okay. With that, I'm interested in looking up. As Wendy Hodge posted, chocolate covered Katie for those black bean brownies. I have to take a look at that after the show. Definitely, Wendy. I'll probably text you about that. Okay. While Sabia's doing that, the next thing I'm going to be covering, I'm going to let you just ponder this for a minute. Cowboy caviar. Let the imaginations run. Well, we're already 11:50. This went fast tonight.
Okay, so I'm just posted here. This is what it's called. The jet sweet potato.
Yep.
So the other thing is I recommend, these are the new ones that I just found, actually. They're really good. This is what I was eating before. Zero sugar chocolate chip cookies. And these are crazy to die for. Chocolate wafers. They have strawberries and vanilla wafers. So, okay, in regards to portions, what I do is I take them in portions and I eat it and I put it away. I take a portion and then I put it away. But so in regards to sweets, if you're crazy about the sweets, you can pre-package them in little plastic baggies and you can take a serving and put them away. And try to pay attention to your body. When your body tells you you're full is when you need to stop. So you just have to kind of pay attention to that. So plans for Thanksgiving and holiday dinners, plan how much you're going to eat. So if you're going to take one plate of appetizers, you fill a whole bunch of veggies, do the same plate idea. So half veggies, quarter protein, and a quarter carbs. Like starchy carbs.
Yeah. And, some people, I'm going to throw a curveball here a little bit. Some people think, well, it's Thanksgiving. Let's cheat a little bit. I'm going to have a little bit more of this just because it's Thanksgiving. And then they promise themselves that they'll be good the next 3 days or not eat anything the next week. What do you think is the psychology there?
Well, the thing is that the idea, I get that idea. The only thing what I've changed my mind on how I approach it is that the thing is that when you eat that much food at the end of the meal, you feel really terrible. Like your stomach hurts really bad if you've eaten too much food, right? You feel like, oh, I ate too much. Oh, like you don't feel good. Just, try to enjoy being around your friends, your family. I mean, that's what's more important, right? Than eating that food. And the other thing is that really it's like, it tastes good now, but if you want to eat it, okay, so this is what I was telling Maya earlier. She's like, oh, it was really bad. I had a whole hamburger. If you really want a hamburger, cut it in half and only eat half. And when you're eating it, pay attention to when you're starting to not feel like you're enjoying it anymore. Because that is also another thing too, is that sometimes you only need a couple bites of something and you're good. You don't need it anymore. And if it's something that's like a high calorie thing and it's high calorie, just give yourself like a scoop of it, like a small, like little spoon of it just to get the taste. So you feel like you're not depriving yourself, and then don't eat anymore. Cause the thing is like when I eat like pumpkin pie or cake, sometimes I just want like a bite of it just to kind of enjoy that flavor. But if you think about when you're eating something that's really too much at a certain point, your body will tell you. If you pay attention, your body will tell you, yeah, I'm full, or yeah, it's a little too sweet, or after having a couple bites, you're like, yeah, it's too much. You'll actually feel it if you pay attention. You pay attention and just pay attention. Does it taste good anymore? Like, is it really just so delicious? Like you're eating it, every bite is just amazing. Like you didn't have, because that's another thing too to think about, because it's easy to just eat everything off the plate.
Maya's got a solution to that. Did you see the post?
What'd she say?
Oh wait, no, it moved. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is.
Yes.
That's
Do that.
actually a legit idea.
Okay, so you want to hear something funny? My sister, my mom. Okay, so when I was younger, there's this really pretty plate. Actually, I wonder, do I have it? Do you want me to show you the plate? I'll show you. Actually,
Show us the plate. Show us the plate.
I have it right here. It's like just over here. But so every Thanksgiving and Christmas, my sister and I would fight over this one plate. So our family tradition is we have these state plates. And I don't know if these are really supposed to be eaten on, but my grandmother collected these plates from all these different states. And one of the plates that I love the best is the Utah plate. And it's actually smaller than all of our other plates that we have. And my sister and I always fight over it, and I would say, well, I get it because I need a smaller plate. And she would get so mad. Okay, let me get it for you. I'll show you guys.
While she's doing that, I got to always show our plate. This is what we use a lot at my house. We have planet plates. And apparently the limes don't come out with the chroma key right there. Hence, it looks like I'm holding something invisible with a little tip. Isn't that interesting? But this is Mars right here. We've got all the planets of the solar system. Kind of cool. But going along the part. So we also have some comments to catch up on. Right there from Carolina. Always have room for dessert. Oh, yes. With my house, dark chocolate rules. On Friday nights, I'm always eating dark chocolate clusters and granola, but everybody knows I'm a granola girl. All right. Well, let's see the plate.
Okay. So I don't know if you can tell on this plate. Okay, so like I said, I don't think we're really supposed to be eating off these plates. I think these are actually supposed to be just plates for the wall. So if you look at the shape of this plate, see how it's really has a big, deep bowl kind of look to it? So it kind of feels like you have almost the whole plate to fill up, right?
Yeah.
So it actually, like if you look at the depth, okay. So now this is the plate my sister and I would fight over all the time.
Really? It is pretty cool.
So if you look at it, see how it has like, it doesn't go from here to here down. It's only here. So it feels like it's the same plate, but it's actually less you can put on there. So it's actually, I don't know if you can see if I put these here.
Yeah, yeah.
So see, I'm putting them on top of each other. So it's not the same. This one's a little smaller. This is a little bigger, but you can see that it has this dip down, and this doesn't have the dip. It has a lip along the side. So we said this is a smaller plate. So really, if you look at these two, they're similar plates, but this one has less food space. So visually, it feels like you have just as much. Yeah, exactly. You have just as much food, but you have less food. So that's something you can take into consideration when you're picking a plate to eat out of.
It ties in with like Maya's talk about plates with the dividers right there. Get a plate with less of a bowl or a dip to it right there, concave to it.
And you feel like you've eaten more. But like I said, if you want something, eat it. But then you know what? Eat it mindfully. So pay attention to how much of it you're eating. And if there's something you really like stuffing can be really fattening. Stuffing can have a lot of carbs. If you want a little bit of stuffing, just take a little scoop of it so you can taste it and you have it in your mind. You tasted it and you ate it and you enjoyed it, and savor it. And that would be a good way to cut back a lot of calories. And plus, remember, tell yourself, I don't want to overeat, because if I overeat at Thanksgiving, I will feel terrible. Like I just remember, like I said, I would go back and eat and eat and eat. And I felt so sick afterwards because I ate too much.
Right. Share my secret for not overeating on Thanksgiving.
What's your secret?
Well, I usually go kayaking, so I have a set amount of food. And there are no secondsies or going back to the fridge to rate it, because once it's eaten, it's eaten. And you're also paddling 30 miles a day. So exercise and lots of activity, because you have to get to your car eventually to drive home. It's a little extreme for avoiding, the indulgences of a table full of food, but that's what I do. But not everybody does that, but I'm weird.
So if you guys are in San Diego, Maracay grocery store has these potatoes. They're on sale for $1.99 a pound right now. I bought a huge bag of them. They're so good. This is true. This is a great
Go
way.
on, Carol Ann. There you go.
I was telling you guys, make sure to the yes the time about spending is eating food, but at the same time, it's spending time with your family. Like to me, I feel that I want to spend time chatting with people I haven't talked with for a while. I really try to enjoy that because that's the moment that's what's the most important time is of taking the time apart of the day.
Well, what was that?
So, okay, you guys, remember I told you
Now she's getting active.
Princess Leia's in my jacket. Well, she's actually really toasty, but
She's been in your jacket this whole show now.
yeah. So because I'm eating this right here, she knows I'm eating this, right? She's like, yeah. Like her face is like right at it, right? See her face move? Watch. We should. No. Anyway. Well, Maya, at the Maracay, they actually had it at $1.99 a pound. I don't know if Seafood City has it, and I don't know if they have it at that good price, but it is definitely a Japanese grocery item. It's not necessarily Filipino or Chinese. I don't know if the other markets do have these. I do have to look for them though.
Yeah. Joya, the pumpkin pie is also my kryptonite too.
Oh, I was going to tell you one more thing. Okay, for dessert, we didn't even talk about dessert. Okay, Cool Whip, sugar-free Cool Whip.
Your jacket's barking at you and yipping.
She's just PO'd because most of her. He just jumped and pushed on her under the jacket. So sugar-free Cool Whip, frozen. Eat it frozen. It tastes like yogurt. I mean, it tastes like ice cream. It's super delicious. And then also there's a lot of different sugar-free ice creams. And for that pie, you should probably cut it and then a half-size piece that you would eat normally, put it away out of sight, out of mind. And take little bites of it. Enjoy it. Okay.
All right, we're 11:02.
Yes.
So, folks, the Cowboy Caviar takes about 4 or 5 minutes to talk about. We will have to hold it for another show. We'll hold it for a December cooking show. We want to do a December cooking show?
Yeah, let's do it December.
Yes, we do. Okay.
I'll come up with a new December cooking item thing.
Yeah. So we'll talk about the Cowboy Caviar then. Otherwise, we're at the end of the evening tonight. I got munchies too, but I've been eating. I mean, these make a good dessert too, but it ain't for everybody. Dark chocolate clusters of granola. All right. So next week, I'm going to go give away the ghost. Next week, today will be at Indio Powwow. I will be on the river for about 6 to 7 days. So we will have a pre-recorded, a replay next week of one of our favorite shows it'll be November show. We always pick the best of the best. So we're not live. We still want to entertain the heck out of you on Friday nights. So we'll have that. And do we want to say what the show from 2 weeks from now is?
Yes.
Yeah. The show 2 weeks from now will be pre-recorded, but it'll be a little different than our usual shows. We're going to pre-record it, but what it is we're playing a short video, 20, 30 minutes of, we'll see how it goes, of actually the time on the river. Because a lot of people like to see videos of me on the river trips. This is one of my longer, one of my more interesting time of years to do one. And we're going through one of the wilder parts of the lower Colorado River above Yuma. And we'll be doing like a short, just recap of what it's like to go kayak camping, living out of the kayak for a few days along isolated area of a desert river. And we'll be showing that. It'll be different, like I said, other shows. It'll be some adventure. We'll see what happens because I leave in a couple of days to go out there, and we'll see what how it goes. But it'll be kind of like just an outdoor story that we show on there, and what it's like, where it goes, and mostly the beautiful nature scenes you see between the dark skies full of stars and the Milky Way galaxy and the wildlife out there, because we're always going to run into at least a couple eagles. And one year we ran into some bighorn sheep, so that was pretty cool to share. But we'll see what the river brings as an adventure to share with you 2 weeks from tonight. And then we're back live together in December, having fun. That all we got? Okay. So
I wasn't gonna eat this, but I opened it. I was like, oh, I need to. Since I opened it, I need to eat it.
you're as much as I am on the show tonight, because usually I'm always snacking. And I don't have dark chocolate M&Ms this time. All right.
Seriously.
No, I will not be home for Thanksgiving. I have paddled the Colorado River. I've only missed basically 2 Thanksgivings on the Colorado River in the last 10 or 11 years. I'm always there. Yes, I'm generally alone, but I don't feel alone because I'm in my element on Thanksgiving. And I'm where I belong at the time, and that's the way I see it. But, I'm in my place. So we have, thank you, Maya. And otherwise, folks, we will see you. Remember, we have a fun replay for next week. We'll be back in a couple of weeks to show that really interesting show, and we're going to have some fun. We're playing some cool stuff for December to build up to Christmas. And with that, this has been this week's. Hard to say those words, so complicated. Anyway, this has been this week's episode of Late Night Craft Talk. I'm queuing up the closing credits.
Thank you, everyone. Have a very happy holiday. I hope everyone gets to see friends and family, spend time with friends and family, because for me, I feel like that's the most important part of any of these days off, is that you get a chance to spend time with people that are important to you. So,
big time. We've been on their air long enough that we have our own Late Night Craft Talk family, and as some of our guests recently learned, have gotten experience that we have their own crowd, their own culture, and our show that we haven't created, you've created watching our show. And have a great Thanksgiving from our hearts to yours. Late Night Craft Talk. Eat and dance. What you doing? Cheers.
Aw, ain't he cute?
Good night, folks.
night, everyone. Bye.
She's licking your face.
No, she's like, I'm going back to sleep.
Yeah, it's getting late for everybody. All right, folks. See you in a couple weeks.